So you called the initial DOJ release of some of the Epstein files, I believe it was about 1% of the Epstein files. You said it was, quote, a slap in the face to survivors because it was heavily redacted and there were a bunch of super important documents that were missing. Why do you think the Trump administration is withholding all of those files?
They're protecting people. In fact, they say as much. I mean, Donald Trump, one of the things about Trump is he's not exactly a poker face guy. He kind of tells you what he wants to do. And he says, well, there are a lot of people, prominent bankers, prominent lawyers are going to get hurt and their reputations are going to be destroyed. And I don't think that's right. And so that's the truth. I know because I've talked to survivors. They've talked to the FBI. They've named names of powerful people on at these banks who were visiting Epstein's rape island, who abused these girls, who covered it up. And they could easily release these FBI statements. And we know that the survivors name names there. I've talked to lawyers who were in those FBI interviews who heard those names being mentioned, and they're not releasing those files. Now, why are they not releasing those files? Because they don't want to hurt the quote unquote reputation of these men who they claim have never been charged, that there's no corroborating evidence. There's just the statement of the survivor, and they think it's unfair that those people would be hurt. So you have this absurd standard where the Department of Justice is actually protecting the men who raped and abused underage working class girls more than they're protecting the survivors themselves.
Do you think a lot of them are billionaire donors? Is that one of the reasons why they're being protected?
I I think some of them are billionaire donors, but it's not even that. It's kind of worse than that. It's just a class of people that are billionaires, are successful politicians, successful business leaders, successful finance guys, successful lawyers, that the elites kind of have an empathy with each other. I mean, it's almost not even instrumental. It's just they don't want to puncture this class. They don't want to puncture the class, even if some of them happen to be Democrats ultimately. They are protecting a group of people, a group of elite who think they play by a different set of rules. So there is class solidarity of this elite. It's the Epstein class. And those are the people being protected. And the people who were survivors, it's a class issue too. A lot of them were working class background, young girls, some of them daughters of immigrants, many of them didn't have a father. They calculated who they could prey on, who they could intimidate. And it was disgusting. It's actually one of the biggest scandals in American history when this comes out. 1,200 victims, 1,200 survivors, and more. And decades, not just Trump, decades of their neglect in terms of not doing anything, while this class of people with extreme wealth is flying around to a rape island. I mean, just to visualize it,